how to set up your newsletter form on the Squarespace website, and how to connect it to your list on MailChimp or your Google Drive account. So I already created an index page, which is fairly simple. It has a banner, subscribe, about me. I haven't changed any styles yet. So let's edit the subscribe. Let me close this. Here on this little teardrop, you click on that, you search for newsletter. And you can call your newsletter whatever you want, but something that helps you know what it's about. You can call it subscribe or subscribe today, and this will be the title. A lot of people in the description change it up and say sign up for freebies and tips coming straight to your inbox, or whatever you want it to say. You can ask people to add their name. And then the disclaimer, usually you tell them how you handle the data that you collect about them. So that's whatever you prefer to do. You can also align differently, depending on, I guess, your template, what you want it to do. You can float the fields or stack the fields. So it's really, I would tell you to play around with it and see what you prefer. In the advanced, it's to customize a little bit more. So instead of sign up, you can say, let's do this. The post submit message is just what people will see once they submit or sign up to your newsletter. And the post submit HTML is basically to, if you want to redirect your new subscribers to a new page, like a thank you page or more information page. And this is actually covered in another video for a contact form and a blog post. So check that out. I'll leave that link. And then there's the storage. And here we're going to connect to MailChimp. So click. This pop-up is just because it's a trial website right now. And basically, you would need those plans to be able to connect to MailChimp. So let's log in here. And I'm actually covering how to create your own MailChimp account and list in the blog post. So let's select the list. I always require to double opt-in after subscribing. Apply. And now it's all connected. People can sign up to your newsletter. Let's save. And in the footer, I'm actually going to add another newsletter form. Mostly because, the footer shows up on every single page that you have, except if you have a cover page. So if you really want people to sign up to your newsletter, I would advise to put it in the footer as well so that people can't escape it, basically. So let's do another newsletter form. Now, I'm not going to change anything here in the wording because we've done it above, but I'm going to connect it to Google Drive. And this actually can be applied to any plans that you have. So if you have a personal plan, I believe that's what it's called, you can still have a newsletter, which is kind of cool. And when you connect it to Google Drive, you can name your spreadsheet whatever you want. So newsletter form, and basically it will create a spreadsheet in your Google Drive automatically as soon as you apply and save. So whenever someone signs up, you will see those fields pre-populated, and we save. And one last thing is to customize the newsletter block. So you go to Design, Style Editor, and it's going to load. And the best way to edit any block on Squarespace is to actually hover over the block that you want while you're on Style Editor. So here we're hovering over the newsletter block, and we're going to ignore everything except this. So you can decide which kind of style you want. You can customize it as much as you want as well. Here, since we have a white background, we're going to keep it dark, but you can always change that background as well. You can make it black or pink. Let's do pink. You can change the padding as much as you want, and the button color can also change to this white, for example. And any other styles that you add to your page will be added to the newsletter. So if you change, the body text, it's going to change it for the whole website. So that's why I'm only concentrating on the newsletter block, because those styles will be universal on your website. So then we click on save. And that's it. You have a connected newsletter to MailChimp and to Google Drive.